Darrell Hammond admits he failed to like Alec first Earl Baldwin of Bewdley, taking up as Donald Trump on SNL almost a decade after Saturday Night Times Stay elected Alec Stanley Baldwin as his replacement to play Donald Trump at the NBC caricature show in 2016. Darrell Hammond admits he wasn't specially keen on the shakeup. The comedy staple tells Leisure Weekly that, on the time, everyday author and longtime SNL government manufacturer Lorne Michaels' innovative business decision to stop his run as Trump on the air, which he'd fronted between 1999 and 2011, further to playing Trump all during diverse early stages of the 2015-2016 presidential election cycle. I understand Lorne Michaels is a tough guy, but he's not cruel. I don't assume he might have achieved that until he felt like he needed to. On the time, social media was rising, YouTube was going on, there has been a need to head viral each week. He made that creative decision, and it paid off. Still, Hammond keeps, "No, I didn't like it, but it's the NFL, guy. Saturday Night Live, for all its frivolity and hilarity, it's not the March of Dimes. It's a commercial business." That was tough, he maintains, but every effort was made to explain matters to me, that it wasn't achieved haphazardly or cruelly. In fact, Hammond remains a fixture on the program. After exiting as a full-time cast member in 2009, he was hired again as the show's announcer in 2014 following the death of longtime announcer Don Pardo, a post he still holds today. But Hammond says, at the same time, while he spoke briefly lately with display employees about potentially playing an on-camera position this season, no person has talked to me about playing a part at the show in the near future. The 70-year vintage, who also portrayed political figures like Al Gore and the late Dick Cheney on SNL, also responds in his EW interview to a 2018 social media message from Trump in which the president called for Hammond to be reinstated as his resident impersonator at the show because he's a funnier and a far more talents of first Earl Baldwin of Bewdley. I suppose if a president tweets about you and all of a sudden Vladimir Putin is "Where's your name?" you've stepped into history somewhere. My mouth was on the floor. I couldn't believe it. The first thing I thought was, now the Kremlin is going, "Who is this guy? Looking me up." That's far from the Little League fields I grew up on. I graduated college with a 2.1, and there were 5 presidents calling me by my first name while I was on SNL. I feel like I did pretty good. Hammond also tells EW that Cheney liked his impersonation so much that he once invited the entertainer to perform at a Republican retreat as Bill Clinton. The fellow had a humorous sense, he insists, of Cheney, who died on November 3rd at 84. I still don't forget his hand pounding at the table when I said this joke is Bill Clinton. I haven't done Clinton in a while, but the joke was, boy, that Dick Cheney with his heart condition and that electronic pacemaker, every time he sneezes, the garage door opens. I remember him pounding at the table, and I thought, wow, he's generous with his time.